Suzanne with them, and I am staff member here, teacher, actor, soon-to-be stage manager, some other stuff around here. And I am the director of this play, King Lear. And for the last 4 or 5 weeks, I've had the privilege of working with all of your students. We've had a great time. We've learned history, we've learned poetry, we've learned Shakespeare, obviously. We've learned about all different kinds of things during the creation of this project. They've all worked really, really hard. This is some difficult language to tackle. In the past, we've done a combination of Shakespearean language and modern language mixed together in these productions. This is the first year that I've done a strictly Shakespeare production, and so these guys really deserve some extra applause for having worked through all of this language that's so difficult to learn. So hopefully you'll be able to do that for us at the end of the show. That's about all I have to say, other than that I have my assistant director, Barrett Scroggs, is backstage. He's wonderful. He's going to wave. He's an intern this summer at the theater, but so much more than an intern as an assistant director. He's been so helpful and done so much. Actually, the 4th act is all of his work. So, enough talking from me. Let's go ahead and see King Lear.
Do you see that map there? Know that in 3 our kingdom is divided, and is our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, as we unburden to crawl towards death. Our son of Cornwall, and our no less loving son of Albany. At this hour we have a constant will to publish our daughter's several dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. Tell me, my daughters, which of you doth love us most, so that the largest bounty may extend, where nature doth merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can build matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond can be valued, rich or rare. No less than life, with grace, help, beauty, honor. As much as a child ever loved or father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner, so much. I love you.
What shall Cordelia do? Loving be silent.
Even from this line to this, with shadowy forests, champaigns with rich and plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady, to thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. Now, what says our second daughter, Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak.
Sir, I love you so much more than my sister. I am made of the self-same metal as she is, and pride me on her worth. In my heart, I find that she is my very deed of love, only she comes too short. And I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, in which the most precious for our sense possesses, and I am alone felicitate in your dear highness's love.
And poor Cordelia, and yet not so, since I am sure my love is more richer than my tongue.
To thee and thine competitor ever remains ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, pleasure, or validity than that conferred on the Goneril. Now, what says our joy? Although last, not least, what can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, nor more nor less.
How, Cordelia? Mend thy speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, wed my sister's husbands if they say they love you all. Happily when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure I shall never marry like my sisters who love my father all.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, good my lord.
So young and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Then let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dowry. For by the sacred radiance of the sun, here I disclaim all paternal care. And as a stranger to my heart and me, hold this from thee forever.
Good my liege!
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Sons Cornwall and Albany, With these two daughters' dowers, digest this third. O beloved sons, this cornet part betwixt you.
Royal Lear, who I wanted as my king, loved as my father, as my master called it. As a great patron taught me my prayers, reverse thy state. Answer my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love me least.
Kent, on thy life, no more.
My life I never held but as a pawn to against thy enemy, nor fear to lose it, thy safety being remotely.
Out of my sight.
See better, Lear, and let me still remain the true length of thine eye.
O vassal, miscreant, take thy reward. Turn thy hated back upon the kingdom. And if on the 10th day following thy banished trust be found in our dominion, that moment will be thy death. Away, by Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king. Since thus thou wilt appear, freedom lies hence, and banishment is here. The gods today you shall take thee, maid, that justly thinkest, and hath most rightly said.
Here's the King of France, my noble lord.
You seek my daughter's hand. What's in the least we do require in present dower with her?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than what your highness has offered, and nor will you tender less.
When she was dear to us, we did hold her so, but her price has fallen. There she stands.
This is most strange, that even but now was your best object. The argument of your praise bound for your age, should in this trice of time committed things so monstrous to dismantle, so many folds with favor.
I yet beseech your majesty, if Laura want that glib and oily art is no vicious blot, murder or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor. But even for one of that for which I am richer, a still soliciting eye, and such a tongue as I am glad I have not, though not to have it hath lost me in your liking.
Better thou hast not been born, than not to have pleased me better.
Is it but this? A tardiness in nature, which often leads to history unspoke that it intends to do? She is herself a dowry.
Thou hast her friend, let her be thine. For we have no such daughter, and we will never see that face of hers again. Therefore, be gone!
Bid farewell to your sisters. Love well our father. To profess bosoms I commit him. But yet alas, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. Farewell to you.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
Sister, it is not little I have to say, but most merely appertains to his soul. I think our father will hence tonight.
That is most certain, and with you, next month with us.
You see how old he is getting. The observation you have made of it has not been little. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age, yet he hath ever but suddenly noted himself.
Such unconstant starts like to happen to him as this of Kent's banishment.
We shall further think on.
We must do something. And it